you. If you just want to go ahead and explain who you are, what you do, keep all your details private. But if you tell everyone what you told me, they can all sit and listen.
Okay. Where do you want me to start from?
So start from how you have met Buzz and how you put the pieces. Just say exactly how you said to me.
Okay, so I ventured out. First of all, you can all judge me. I don't really care. I don't hurt anybody, and what I choose to do in my life is down to me. That's the first thing I want to say. I wanted to know, first of all, at the beginning of all of this, what dogging was all about. Anyway, I'm not going to say it quite how I said it to you, Jack, because I went into it a lot more detail with you. But I then was also TikToking. I believe I came across Jack by being out in a car, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, I then came across another couple. Yeah, turn the comments off because I'm watching, so it's annoying. So can you just turn it off for 2 seconds? And then I'm not trying to read if anyone wants to have an issue with me. I then came across a couple that were out dogging on TikTok, and I sent it to my husband and was like, oh my God, this couple is out. You've got to have a look at them. Anyway, we're on swinging websites, so my husband was communicating with them, got their name, and then we were chatting to them on the swinging sites. I'm assuming that the algorithm on TikTok is once you've watched something of a similar nature, other things will pop up. Yeah. Then Buzztex popped up, and I was quite angry with him because he was showing people's faces, and as I just said to Jack, which I will say, because it is food for thought for people that want to judge other people, that honestly, have the mentality that as long as you're not hurting anybody, it really has got no effect on your life at all. If somebody is hurting somebody, then of course I feel that you can have an opinion on it. But if they're not hurting anybody, keep your fucking noses out. Sorry, language. Keep your noses out. It's got nothing to do with you. So showing other people's faces that want to go out and have something in a car or not in a car, that every adult does. People need to talk about sex a lot more because everybody does it. Just because they do it in a place that you choose not to is not your business. Mm-hmm. And I got quite angry with him. Anyway, the bloke never shows his face ever. He then did show his face one time, and yes, I am an escort, and I am on a very well-known website. And we have us working girls have various groups. One being called Ugly Mugs,
which they can Google, right? You can Google this group.
You can Google. I don't know if did you find it when
I did. It was on the top. Ugly Mugs. It's called. You can explain what it is.
And if you read it, it's basically if working girls get, I can't say the word because we're on TikTok, but if they get assaulted, shall I say, or they get a dodgy client or somebody that threatens them or whatever, we can report it and it gets sent out to every single working girl on the website that I won't say, but Jack, you can say it in a way that you want to say it if you want to, because it's your TikTok, to warn other girls, and it includes their phone number, which in a second I'm going to show Jack that I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, so that if that person, for example, was to message me, I would have it saved in my phone as Ugly Mugs number 1, or I've got Ugly Mugs number 400 something, and I then wouldn't choose to see them. Anyway, going back to Buzz, he showed his face once, so I screenshotted it on my phone because I instantly recognised him. Sent it into the group, and there was 4 or 5, I can't really remember, girls that said that they had seen him. And
when you say seen him, what do you mean by that? They've seen him in the street?
I don't know what I can say on your TikTok.
You can have they participated in them kind of activities and been paid for a service?
Yes, they have been paid for certain activities. Yes, They have been. Now, what I am going to look into is for security and safety reasons, sometimes we will have a phone or even a laptop, if you webcam and stuff, open and recording, which I have done numerous times, because I have also been quite badly assaulted. It all went to court and everything. So I've been through the top end of it and the low end of it, of the whole business. And we would have them recording the room, and for a guy to come in, and when you know that they're legit as much as you can do with them being in the in the room for, not very long, and then they go off and shower, I will turn it off. But if there has been once or twice where I've had it recording the whole session, not recording us, but recording a wall, so you can hear the sound in case, I wasn't 100% sure on them. Anyway, so I am going to ask the group if they have anything any recordings of this guy. He did use the name with me, Edward. He has got 183, Jack, 183?
Yeah, I think it was 183.
It's 100. And what are they? Can you get them reviews randomly, or are they? Do you have to have 183 visits?
So no, he's seen more than that, because how it works on the website, which quite a few of your followers put in the chat, so it's quite obvious what website it's on.
Yeah.
On there, you can book through that system. So I don't know. I'm just going to use you, Jack. Let's say that you phoned me on my work phone, the number that you're calling me on. So if you phoned me and was like, "Hi, Kate, I'd like to have a booking with you tomorrow," and you sounded a bit dodgy, because you do. No, I'm joking. But say you sounded a bit dodgy, I would say, "Are you a member?" And you would say, "Yes, I am." "Do you have feedback?" "Yeah, I do actually. I have 100 and something odd, or I have 2, or I have 1,000, whatever." "Okay, can you message me on there?" And then if you message me on there and you've got good feedback, it's good for me. Well, as you can see, I haven't had feedback on there for a while, because a lot of people just phone me now. But if I wasn't sure about you, I would ask you to put a booking request in on the website. You would put a booking request in. I would then accept it or not. And let's say we agreed tomorrow at 11, I would then accept it. Once the booking has taken place, you can then leave me feedback, and I can then leave you feedback.
Which he has done, and that's what you've sent me. Yeah, that's his feedback.
Which he has done. Yeah, so he has definitely seen more than... Hang on a minute, let me rephrase this. He has definitely used services more than 183 times. I haven't gone through his whole feedback. He might have used only 100 girls, but had numerous feedback from the same person, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But equally, he might not need to book through there, like 99% of my clients don't. They just phone me direct. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he has definitely seen more. If I was to have a guess, I would say he's probably seen more than 150 females or males, if that's his closest boat. I don't know, I'm not confirming or denying, but he's probably seen more than 150 on the law of averages on how many people would want you to book through the website. Once you become a regular, it's just a case of phone me up or text me.
Kate, can I ask you, is it a possibility that he made these meetings for content to try and educate, and then he's left feedback, or does it not work like that?
No.
You have to partake.
Any reputable working girl, and we're not prostitutes. I'm not going to educate you or your viewers. They are two completely different things.
Yeah.
And I know that you were teasing and joking about it earlier, but they are two completely things. Yeah. I'm not saying that he hasn't seen prostitutes, because I don't know, but I know that he's seen escorts, and they're different things. He, and I can't even remember your question, but he, without question, has not done it for education purposes. This is my belief, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. My belief is this whole dogging thing, because I'm not going to give away where I live. I've lived where I live for nearly 40 years, and I never knew where these places were until about a year and a half ago, and that was me going out and finding one. Then you get told about another, then you get told about another. So for somebody to know where these spots are, you've either visited and partake, this is my opinion, remember, and have visited and partaked in such activities, or not. Now, I will just say, regardless of your issues with each other, that's his prerogative, right?
Yeah, of
if
course.
that's what he chooses to do, I don't think we should be sat here judging him for it. However, I have issues with somebody that does something themselves and then wants to badmouth and make other people feel shit. When you've got old men that aren't all young men, but that are lonely, are widowed, that are whatever. I could be here reading off a list of things that just want company, or just want a bit of our father, or just want a bit of whatever. Yeah. Who are you to judge them when you at one point did that yourself?
Yeah, and you're 100%, there isn't a doubt in your mind that you have face-to-face had meetings with him for services with yourself.
1,000,000%. I've got feedback from him on the website.
Right, and what sort of proof can you get us tomorrow?
I'm going to try and get proof of him have entered into a room with another working girl.
Right, okay.
I have no problem with you giving or saying on live, if you can, because it's a bit difficult, my username.
I
on
can't.
that
It will be
website.
classed as promoting services.
Okay, and his username, but I don't want my TikTok name.
I mean, I can see it here, and looking at the review.